All right, let's jump into our trading recap for Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. Let's take a look quickly at the markets, see where we ended up yesterday. Had another decent little up day, not a massive day in the market. Nothing significantly changed in the overall structure here of the markets. Continued to climb 4 straight sessions up, and I think until we come back down and retest maybe this previous mark on the SPY here around 444, that we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, and would be nice to see a little bit of a retest. But if you take a look at the recent action, you've got a higher high, higher low, another higher high. So it'll be nice to see another higher low and see if we continue on up towards newer highs. In the market, MACD has moved positive, and you've got MACD moving up towards the 0 line. If we get any kind of an update today, I would guess we will see a cross of the MACD on the 0 line. So it's very bullish. RSI running higher on both the weekly and the daily here as we just continue to move higher in this up channel. We've got a PSAR weekly reversal up around 456, so we'll keep an eye on that. If we can hit that number, then that may change some weekly sentiment here. But overall, on the weekly, still higher highs, higher lows, remaining up in an uptrend and moving well off of the 21 EMA. And 21 EMA continues to be above the 50 and the 200 on both the weekly and the daily. Take a look at the Qs, QQQ, same, pretty much same overall outlook, moving higher. MACD positive 2 days in a row, RSI moving higher, a little bit of a reversal here on the weekly MACD, and RSI moving higher. So overall, pretty bullish looking action on the Qs. And then if we take a look at IWM, we've been in this tight range now since back in June, low to high, not quite all the way to the lows, back to the highs, backed off it, and now up decently for the week, for 3 days, first up week in a while, moving off of the 21 and 50 EMAs on the weekly. And if we take a look at the daily, yesterday was our first day above the 21 EMA, really since all the way back here on August 7th. So bullish looking action, MACD moving higher. You get the crossover on the MACD. From a momentum standpoint, we've turned around. So momentum continues to increase to the upside here, RSI rising. So all good on those fronts. VIX on the day yesterday, if we zoom in on the day, VIX dropped again down towards the, under 14, and continues to just keep dropping. So volatility is dropping, pulling the premium out of the market, making it a little bit tougher for us when we're selling, but overall, really low volatility area in the market and continuing to drop. We take a quick look at the US dollar yesterday on the session. It ended the day lower. See if we can zoom in a little bit better for you. So US dollar had a decent down day, finishing close to its 21 EMA. Since we're putting this video out in the morning here, dollar is having a pretty sharp rebound this morning on the 31st, but ended yesterday down. And then looking at the bonds, just quick look at TLT, again, just continuing to move higher on the sessions. Yesterday, a little bit of a down day, but really an unchanged inside day. So nothing majorly changing on the bonds. Taking a look at the futures markets yesterday, pretty well unchanged on the Aussie dollar, unchanged on the British pound, or I should say, but some movement up, giving back some today. So British pound continues to just meander around sideways. And if we look at the euro, had a pretty good up day in the market, but hitting up against its 50 EMA, and today looks like it's going to be giving back a chunk. So all of the Forex components are giving back a pretty good chunk in Thursday's action. So we'll keep an eye on that. On oil, What we're looking at is, again, a decent week as we move higher. We continue to stay in this little tight channel from the support level here. We'll draw this one out. But you've got a support level here on oil around 77. We bounced off of that, making a pretty strong move higher all week long. And we'll keep an eye on this as we move up towards resistance in here. 2 days ago, bullish PSR reversal, MACD moving higher, RSI moving higher. So pretty short-term bullish here on oil. And I think really we need to get above this 80, 83-ish mark here on the weekly, which has been a triple top. We've hit it once, we've hit it twice, we've hit it 3 times a couple of weeks ago, and we're basically running into it this week as well. So if we break through that, I think you've got a good bullish move in oil heading higher. So we'll keep an eye on what oil is doing, and taking a look at gold as well. Yesterday, an up day, looks to be some continuation today. And we continue to stay in the downtrend, but we're getting very close to the downtrend line here on gold. So we'll be watching this. I'll actually tweak this a bit. So we'll keep an eye on where we are, but we're heading really close to this uptrend line on gold. You've got the 21 moving very close to the 50 EMA. Crossover there would be bullish, and any pull back off of those and a move higher. So getting tighter and tighter in this this triangle that we've got really started on the weekly here, but in the daily you can see we're pretty well inside of it, but the tighter it gets and the more we're getting ready to spring one direction or another. Taking a look at sectors yesterday, tech had a pretty good day, moving higher again for the 4th straight session, just like the markets. MACD, RSI moving higher on tech. XLY, which is your Amazons and your Teslas, moving higher as well on the MACD and RSI. XLC, your Google and your Meta, Facebook, and those pretty much unchanged on the day yesterday, but MACD and RSI moving higher. And if we take a look at energy as well, had a pretty good day yesterday. MACD really on a nice reversal higher, as well as RSI moving higher, getting close to the bullish PSR reversal here. Another bullish day on energy. And if we take a quick look at financials, they were relatively unchanged on the day, making a pretty strong move early on, gave back a lot of that move. We'll see what happens in financials today. But I think financials really are just getting going a bit here as we look to potentially break through this downtrend and really more of a descending triangle. I'm going to draw this support line all the way across. It's not perfect. We came close down here, bounced off of it. If we break higher here, I think we get a pretty good little run on financials. And then taking a look at some individual stock names and the big tech names. Amazon yesterday, decent little up day as it moves higher, and really tight symmetrical triangle here. So in the next day or two, we're going to get a pretty good idea as to whether Amazon has another leg higher. If we were betting on it, we would say most likely yes. Like on the daily, looks pretty solid above the 21 EMA, about to break through this. So Amazon, I think, could be getting ready to pop, and in aftermarket it is up a bit. So I think Amazon could make another run back up here to new highs. So Amazon looking the best of some of the tech stocks that are out there. Apple making 2 huge days in a row, and looks like we're going to move up and try to fill this gap. We'll extend this gap out a bit, but we're just into that gap yesterday, and maybe we're going to look to fill it. We'll see what happens in the markets in the next session here. But Apple, I think, trying to fill this gap up to 190 in here. So once it fills that gap, then we'll see if it resumes in the downtrend. Strong MACD, strong RSI. Microsoft, pretty decent up day yesterday. Meta, a little bit down. Google, starting to get that breakout that we've been looking for above this resistance line. So we've been calling on Google for about a week or so now, because it held up really well in that pullback. It's in this channel and looks like it might be breaking loose of this particular channel. So really like Google in here, and then NVIDIA just continues to march higher back to its highs. So we'll keep an eye on it. I still think we need to fill this gap that's down in here. So at some point, this would be where we look, see NVIDIA come back down to potentially to fill that, if it even comes back at all. But continuing to march higher. Let's just take a quick look at the account and take a look at what happened yesterday in the account. So here's the main IN trading account. Deltas ended up about 169 at the end of the day. Fantastic. 0.06% of our net lick. Pretty close to perfectly delta neutral. So we're exactly where we want to be right now, especially as we get this run a little overextended. Theta 640, 0.21%. That is low. We had some more trades come off, and we have not been able to put all of our trades back on because we had just put new trades on. So right now, if we were going to put some new strangles on gold and ES, they would be at similar strikes to what we already put on a couple of days ago. So we're struggling a little bit on Theta. Still 640 is not bad. We'd like to see it moving higher. And then net lick here, about 298,000 on this particular account, with a buying power usage of 150, which is 50%. Again, remember, we've got 9% in T-bills. So we're really about a 40% buying power. We have plenty of buying power ready to go. And we're sitting at new all-time highs in the Income Navigator portfolio. Total gains on the month in this portfolio, 13,681, counting another 160 yesterday. We'll take a look at those couple trades. We're up 4.78% on the month on our 3% goal. So doing very well overall, and net lick up 4% on the month as well. So having a fantastic month. And let's take a quick look at the two trades that we had in the account yesterday. We had a nat gas strangle come off at a roughly 50% winner, contributing $660. And then we had a hedge come off, expired worthless on a hedge that we had put on there. We did add some new hedges in the account yesterday. So new 14 DTE hedges for any kind of a significant pullback event that may happen. So that's keeping our deltas intact. So two trades yesterday. Big winner on nat gas, loser on a hedge, which is totally fine. That worked for what it needed to, which was keep our buying power and our deltas in check for 14 days on that particular trade. All right, so there's where we are on the trading session. We'll have some more stuff out for you today. And have a great day in trading. If you like this video, please click that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.